You can read quite about a lot of pumps happening, not only in the crypto space, but actually crypto and stocks. And obviously, a lot of it is coordinated by retail. In that case, especially by Wall Street bets. And we've seen this with Tron, we have seen this with XRP, we have seen this obviously with Dogecoin, and obviously we see this with a lot of stocks. We even see this with precious metals like silver. And in today's video, I want to discuss how easy it is actually to participate, if you should be doing this, and what my strategy in all of this is. So yeah, if you're interested in this, stay tuned, have a lot of fun. Hey and welcome to today's video. My name is Julian. On my channel, it's all about making you crypto fit. I discuss the beautiful world of decentralization, blockchain, cryptocurrencies, most of all Bitcoin. But actually today, we're going to be discussing a lot of altcoins, alternative coins, and we are going to discuss a few stocks and actually some metals, in this case, silver. If you're new to the channel and you are interested in this stuff, and I hope you are, then you want to subscribe. And you want to click the bell icon because you're not going to want to miss any of that. It's really, really key to understand that if you care about your finances. And again, you should. I do regular videos on this on my channel. It's all for free. If you're coming back, hey, welcome, and click the upvote button. I'd highly appreciate that. You would support it. And yeah, I would really find that quite cool. So yeah, but let's dive into the topic and let's discuss these pumps that are happening. Obviously, a lot of them coordinated from a retail side, Wall Street bets. Now you see them actually jumping over to other Reddit communities. Bitcoin Reddit actually had a massive influx of new subscribers. Are cryptocurrencies also. Then obviously you see a lot of discords, you see telegram groups, and a lot of them are trying to coordinate pumps for various things. And maybe before we dive into the various ideas here, let me know, have you been part of any of those? Have you been part of any of the pumps? Which ones are you currently betting on? Because what I want to tell you a bit is a bit of my experience, and I want to share a bit of my strategies and kind of give you a bit of my insights here. Obviously, the ones that we have seen so far have been, well, those really shorted stocks around GameStop, AMC, and so on. I made a separate video on that. I think that's quite clear. And then we have seen quite recently, obviously, we have seen the Tron pump. That was actually quite interesting. There's another, I think, an African company with the same ticker symbol. And that thing also pumped quite aggressively after they tried to pump Tron. But we have seen, obviously, the Dogecoin pump. We have seen the XRP pump. That's especially on the crypto side. And yeah, now recently we have seen the silver pump. And so, yeah, obviously a lot of questions, a lot of messages that I am getting on whether you should get involved, what I'm doing all this. Yeah, and I really want to kind of coordinate of all that. Let's differentiate the motives into, let's say, three main motives, right? And I'm going to give you a bit of a strategy to all of that. I think the very first motive is purely financial driven. Purely financial. If you're purely financial driven, you can try to actually catch those pumps, but I'm going to be very, very honest. It's probably going to be very difficult. And most of the times, you're probably actually gonna lose money rather than win money. And the reason for that is that it is really difficult to catch the ride. And there are a few reasons for this. First of all, you need to get in early, and then you need to get out. And both things many times are difficult because you are gonna feel some FOMO, fear of missing out on the way up. And as soon as it starts dipping a bit, you're sitting there and you're like, oh, it's gonna turn back around. Or, just before I had more profit. So most of the time, it's quite hard if you're purely financially motivated in actually to hit those rides, right? So that's the first one. The second one, if you're financially motivated, you can actually, and again, I'm not telling you that you should be doing this, I'm just telling you, and I can see a lot of people doing this, once these assets start pumping and you have the way to short them or to put option them, to do that. Now, I want to be very frank here. It is not what I would be doing because I think it totally defeats the cause. I think from a probability standpoint, though, this action can be easier to time than the other way around because many, many times these assets tend to turn around again. Again, I'm just putting this out there. It's not what I would be doing. I just want to be like giving you all the options here, and that's basically option 2. Option 1, I would say, hey, you're supporting the cause, and I think you're going for the retail side. Option 2, look, if it's just money for you, go for it. I think you're kind of defeating the cause a bit, but sure. And then option number 3 is, to me, personally, the reason why I get involved, and it's the reason why I actually bought some of those assets. And it's probably the main reason, if you want to get involved, what should be the main reason, what you should be expecting out of it. And that is a bit more supporting the cause as a whole, right? So you're doing it more from a sentimental point of view, more from an emotional point of view. So you want to just support this, and you want to support the movement, and you want to support the community. And I think that is, to me, the way where you have the most impact, because I think 1 and 2 are, quite tricky. Especially the financial upside should be a bit more of the, maybe a bit more of the result, but not so much the reason in all of this, right? And that's just how I see it. So, if you want, you can let me know in the comments, or you can let me know in the chat, which are the assets that you tried to write. And I'm gonna give you I'm gonna share a couple of my comments here. I'll give you, for example, a few statements. So XRP. XRP is a typical pump coin that, it wasn't surprising that it completely ran up and then it dumped back down. The prophet here actually wrote on Twitter, I got dumped on by XRP. Tough one, for sure. At the moment, silver is seeing a bit of a ride. It's, I think it's a tricky one. I own silver. I've been owning silver for a very long time. Obviously, I'm happy that it works and I'm supporting the cause. I see this long term, right? If you just want to invest in those for the short gains, I really don't think this is easy money. I think this is more lucky money if you just see this for the short-term gains. Now, it's a different story to support the cause, and I think that's where it's super, super strong to do that. Dogecoin, same thing. Yes, we have Dogecoin and on liquidity mining for DeFi chain, and I think it's fantastic and it's exciting, and you're getting like 300% per year. Check it out. But you need to understand, Dogecoin is super volatile. It's super risky. So just keep this in mind and don't get too greedy. I think that's important. Bitcoin Joker here writes on Twitter, Julian, inexperienced people should not get involved in this. It's not easy money. I 100% actually agree. So that is why if you want to support the cause and you just write off the money, I think you're going to be fine. You're good, right? But if you actually want to do this because you want to completely max out, be super, super, super careful on those pumps. I think very, very difficult to time that. And you're going to have way more luck involved rather than anything else. So just keep that in mind. I was actually Dogecoin mining in 2014, but I lost my hard drive. LOL. Charek, oh no. Oh my goodness. Great. So, these are my 2 cents on all of that. I hope that helps you a bit in understanding your different options and all of that. And let me know in the comments what you think about this. And I hope you're supporting the cause. Maybe you're just supporting the cause by not shorting. That's, I think, fine. And if you support this on the long run, then then it's even better. Babsi writes here, hey, I was super lucky on a small investment on Doge. Was my first time trading. Great. Congratulations. That's always cool. By the way, Cake launched Litecoin liquidity mining, Doge liquidity mining. So check this out, cakedefi.com. You can also do it directly on defichain.com. It's quite insane what's happening on there. So you want to check this out if you're in those coins. Other than that, see you next time. I hope you give me a thumbs up and you support the channel. Click the subscribe button. Cheers. Yours truly, Julian. Bye-bye.